FX update for the QuasiDB service for Tuesday the 8th of December. I think we might be seeing some movement on the dollar. If you look at the bubble chart, it's actually moving, gravitating towards buy because of the shifting across time. It might be that the indices are leading the FX, or FX is leading the indices. So, but if the dollar does come down, then it looks like we might be going risk off. Don't forget we got this supply up here at 3674. We're 3681 now, and we have broken this diagonal. We could potentially go sideways, come below this supply, and then we'll bounce off the MA at 3643. Breaks that, then we'll come down to pivot, and we should have a healthy bounce there. So we might see a revival of the USD, and it might explain some of the indecision on the retail guys as well, because market makers are looking at the sentiment, no doubt, and if the dollar does become more of a buy, then there's going to be some volatility. So keep an eye on your levels there, like I just said in S&P. I think we might break the MA, but we'll have to wait and see. The signal is down, the technical signal. So yeah, so just take care out there today. It could be that we have a negative week this week, and then we'll see how we go. We are up a lot since May, so we'll have to wait and see. AJ 77.70 and 76.79, very choppy. It's kind of like untradable on a dynamic sort of way. See how it's just ridiculous, really. It's just horrible. Down. So they sold it, and up it comes, and then they went long, and then we fell a little bit, but not too much. So very choppy. You'd want to kind of avoid anything like this if it's zigzagging on the sentiment, really. AU, they're going long, which tells us that the SLC is taken, so 74.04. We have definitely taken the stop loss cluster, so it needs to be calculated. I was saying how it's going to be an SLC probe each side. It's likely. I don't know how safe this is. It could be safe, especially if the dollar does make a comeback. It is well overdue, the US dollar. Like I said, it's them going long, so we should be coming down. And as you say, we've got this SLC, and we are about at the high level, but dynamically we're shifting towards the sell. EA above 164.20 and 162.53 sideways. EU 121.80 and 120.99, so 121. We are by, so I'm going along, so it should be falling. GU just pretty horrible because of the headlines, the political pressure on that. 134.05 and 132.13 sideways. And you one above is 70.65, on below is 0.7, sideways again, really. We are by at the high level. At a high level, the US dollar is a sell at a high level, but we might be seeing a shift on that bubble. So keep an eye on the bubbles today. It's going to be really important. EJ 126.7, 125.77. Buy, but we'd avoid that because there's no clear direction on the dynamics. So we need like a motivation on the sentiment to shift that, because that's just like really lethargic now. So it might need to be news related or some risk off event to cause the yen to strengthen. Yeah. Stem's selling it on pound yen, so it should come up. One above is 139.4, 138.7 dollar yen, 104.3, 103.89 sideways. So dynamically there isn't that much really on a sentimental view. Dollar CAD, this is a large stop loss clustered below 127.60, so we're 30 pips away. One above is 128.13, Remember to check your technicals as well, and your pivots and things like that. Sideways on the dynamic. Dollar Swiss. I don't know if you saw my video on the ratios yesterday. I said about the dollar Swiss, and this is a perfect example to avoid, because this is a sideways drop on the sentiment, and it has been for a whole week. A whole week it's been sideways, so there's no clear direction at all. So that was the clear direction here, but if we're going sideways, there isn't really a trade opportunity. Above 8950, 8870, and gold 1876.5. We are breaking even on the buy signal, but don't forget that it's not logged on the sheet because the way that the pips are calculated and the volatility. It could just be payday this week, and there could be some big moves coming up on the dollar, so we'd have to be careful. If the dollar does move and becomes more of a buy, it's going to be like a wrecking ball for everything, so including the S&P and everything like that. So do keep an eye on the dollar bubble, and I'll wrap up the video now, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.